Hi, I'm Yisroel Schwartz. My wife is Reuven Bauman's sister, so I'm Reuven Bauman's brother-in-law. My wife and I and two of my three children were, I guess you could say, lucky enough to spend the last Shabbos that Reuven was with us. We joined the family in Norfolk for Shabbos. It was July 4th weekend. We decided we just wanted to be together with him. And Reuven was Reuven. He, up until Shabbos started, he wasn't worried about himself. He was thinking about me. He ran out right before Shabbos to buy us light bulbs for our kosher lamp so it would work in our room. He was concerned that I might, get to shul, so he was waiting for me. I believe he waited longer than he normally would have, just so that I would feel comfortable and can go together with him to shul. He was always thinking about other people. Reuven was a very special, quiet person, and he did things in a different way. I mean, I want you to feel what I felt when I was with him. We would walk into shul. He was looking around the room, trying to find a place to make sure that we could sit, together where I could sit, so I could be near him. Always making sure that I'm comfortable sitting, and then you could watch, and you would see that davening for him was a very important thing. He would daven with quiet, deep concentration. He was a person who really did everything with care, but he was always on time. He was the last or one of the last people to leave. Davening was an important thing for him, as well as his children. I'll share what I shared. I had the privilege of giving one of the hespedim, one of the eulogies at Reuven's levaya. And I spoke about Reuven. Reuven cared so much about his children. He was a man who was dedicated to his wife and his children above anything else. I know, and I shared this, and I'd like to share this again for those who didn't have a chance to listen to the hesped, to the eulogy, that he was living in Savannah, which is a very out-of-town place where they loved him. It's down in the south. They're caring as anything over there. And he was in a place where they really, really, really cherished the Torah that he taught them, the classes that he gave. They loved him. I know the people down there loved him to pieces like a giant hug. Everyone down there absolutely could not get enough of him. His kindness, his smile, his ability to connect with people, his ability to be non-judgmental, his ability to just make you feel good about yourself, just in his quiet way, not in a big way, just in a quiet way. I want you to feel that when you think about what I'm saying now, because his children needed to be somewhere else for their education. And he picked himself up out of a community that he would not in a million years want to leave. They did not want him to go. And he moved with his wife, no questions, to a new place. He didn't know anybody. A new place where it was not easy in the beginning. A place where they didn't appreciate him right away, who he was. And in the 3 short years that he lived there, he connected with the people in an unbelievable way, but it was hard. It was hard for him, but he knew that he had to be there for his kids. And he was so beloved. I spoke to so many people over that Shabbos that we were there. He had definitely made an imprint already. He had a lot of friends. He had people that he learned with, and they loved learning with him. They came out there Shabbos afternoon and sat with him. I can't tell you how it felt like I couldn't possibly replace Reuven's ability to listen, to be patient, to hear what the other people had to say. When we sat down and learned with them, by the way, the Shabbos after while he was missing, me and my father-in-law felt that we needed to take Reuven's place. He wasn't there. We went, instead of Reuven, to shul and sat down with the people he learned. And right away you could see that, what did they do? They started sharing what they knew about the parsha. And you know what I realized? The learning with Reuven was him giving them a chance to share what they learned, to give to him, for him to say, wow, that was beautiful, let me share something with you. Always they came first. Always something from them. That, to me, is how Reuven, or my kids called him Uncle Reuven, that is really how he lived his life. The scary thing for me is this is my wife's little brother, my brother-in-law. If he was in here in the room with us, you wouldn't even realize we're talking about him. He's a regular guy. I could almost hear his voice. He lived in a very unassuming way. My wife's brother, Mordechai, wrote a beautiful piece that encapsulates, for me, exactly what happened here. And in a way, it's very comforting. Who was Reuven? Who was this man that we talk about? He's a quiet person, and if he was in here, you wouldn't realize this is who we're talking about. He could be sitting right there. He was here 2 weeks ago, and now he's not here. 2 weeks ago, Sunday, he was bowling with his kids. I just want you to feel there's a man who was just here, a regular guy. We talk regular things. We're not talking about the gadol hador here. We're talking about someone that lived his life pushing to the last minute to give to others. Someone that could be me or you. That's what I want you to realize. This person could have been me or you, except he had this tremendous ability to have midos on a level that impressed anyone he met, okay? But he lived in a quiet way. His Kiddush Hashem that he lived his life was in a way that was not public. Till 2 weeks ago, I don't think too many people in the world knew who Reuven Bauman was, and he was very happy that way. He got the gift from Hashem, who said, you know what, Reuven Bauman, you lived your life with Kiddush Hashem written all over it. You pushed yourself, you grew, I watched you grow. You went from a place of here to there in teaching, in your ability to connect with others, in your ability to learn, and an ability to daven, an ability to give. And Hashem said, you've done this all in your own quiet, unassuming way. Well, now I'm going to give you a chance to make the greatest public Kiddush Hashem. You deserved it. Here you go, Reuven. Take this gift. These are lives you're going to save, and then you're going to make the biggest public Kiddush Hashem that has been in recent times. And everyone's going to know your name, and the name Reuven Bauman will be known around the world as the man of Kiddush Hashem.